Hello, dear friends. Welcome to another stream. As you've probably noticed, it's been quite a while since I've done a live stream. The reason for that is because I was traveling quite a bit and then I fell quite ill. So everything kind of happened at the same time. So it's been probably over 2 weeks since we've done a stream. But here we are. Here we are, back at it. We're going to do another scenic flight. I need some nice scenic flights to keep me going. You can probably tell I'm still a little bit sick. I am better, but obviously it's like the recovery process. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are currently in Barcelona, and I thought we'd do a really lovely like Mediterranean hop from Barcelona to Palma de Mallorca. And here we go. Already our luggage handlers are finished, so loading is most probably complete. So we're going to get the aircraft set up. As has been the case recently, we're not currently using ATC, but VATSIM is going to come very soon to the channel, so we'll be using VATSIM soon. So for the time being, we will just enjoy the freedom of being able to do whatever we want without air traffic control. We've got some announcements there set up. So it's a very short flight today. I'll give you some information about today's flight. Where are we at? So do we have information from Volanta? Let me just get that up for you guys. Give me 1 second. Add a flight plan from SimBrief. Yep. Right, any second now, that should update on the screen as well. So, as you can probably see, our flight number, we are flying with Vueling, I think that's how it's pronounced. Flying with Vueling, our flight number is 3900. Our flight time is only 30 minutes, so it's going to be a nice short hop. Our cruising altitude is going to be 22,000 feet, so not very high at all. Cost index of 18. We have, where are we? 161 passengers on board today. And the block fuel we're going to be taking with us is 3,873 kilograms. So just going to input the flight information in here. Also, this is the first time I'm using this particular livery because we've also got like the cabin's made up as well, and it looks really cool. I think that looks gorgeous. We will explore it in a little bit once we hit cruising altitude. But I think this particular livery has affected how the flight deck looks, because this shade of blue looks different to before. Like, I know it's been a while since I've flown. It's been a couple of weeks. I don't really remember anything, but this just looks a bit cartoony. It just looks a bit cartoony. I don't remember it looking like that before. I guess we will find out. So just requesting our winds. Okay, flight plan. So we will input our departure information. So we're departing Barcelona from runway 24 left via the LARP 7 Quebec departure. Nope. That's the one there. And as we're not using ATC, let's go ahead and input our arrival information as well. We are scheduled to land on runway 24 left. Sorry, let's go back. No, we want to go. No, let's go back. Let's go back. Just erase that for a moment. We want ILS 24 left, and we're going to use Zulu via Tolso. Do we have that there? atolls to Papa. Excelente. Okay. That's good, that's good. It's funny, I think because I haven't streamed in a couple of weeks, we are getting punished by YouTube. It is what it is. Cannot give up now. Okay, that's all done. So let's just make sure our loading information is correct. 161 passengers, and we said our fuel is 3,873. That's fine. Okay, so let's put fasten seatbelt signs on. Turn on the APU. Right, guys, I haven't done this in a couple of weeks, and honestly, the amount that you can forget in that short amount of time is absolutely insane. Okay, any announcements to keep us going? Do we have anything?
Unflying this sector, so I'll speak to you again during the flight with further flight details. The cabin crew will be running through a safety demonstration, asking for attention to this. It does contain important safety information for the flight. Also, once we get airborne, once the seatbelt signs are switched off, if you're not moving around the cabin, can I suggest you keep your seatbelts fastened, just in case we do encounter any unexpected turbulence. And one last thing to note is, of course, no smoking flight. Well, it's a pleasure to welcome you aboard, but we'll be on the way very shortly. Thank you very much.
Okay, APU is available. External power can come off. That's good. I'm liking that. Chocks can also come off. External power can come off from there as well. Right, doors are closed, so...
Andrea is in charge at the rear of the cabin. Also on board today, we've got Angela, Roxy, Val, Elaine, Rachel, Toby and Joanne.
Beautiful scenery there.
Just waiting for final few passengers to board the aircraft, and then we will be closing the doors and taking you through all our safety procedures on board this aircraft. If a sample of the cabin crew can be any help to you while
Right, takeoff information.
please feel free to ask.
Let's request that. That can close. Go on, flex takeoff. It's a beautiful sunny day. Okay, got all our V speeds there. Excellent. Our rotate speed is 142. We're good. So another thing we need to do now is input QNH, which is 1014. there, 1014 there, and I'm assuming, yeah, 1014 there as well. Okay, we are happy with that. We're going to go ahead and turn on the beacon light. Right, just for safety, you're going to go through our a couple of checklists here. So cockpit preparation, gear pins and covers have been removed. Fuel quantity has been set to 3,880 kilograms. Seatbelts are indeed on. ADAs are all set to nav. Barra ref is set to 1014 on both sides. Before start checklist, parking brake is currently set. Takeoff speeds and thrust have been set on both. Windows are closed. Let's also lock the cockpit door. And beacon is on, so before start checklist is complete. Okay, let's call for pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Tower is driving up. Cabin crew, that's boarding complete.
For the attention of the cabin crew, doors to automatic and cross check.
Okay, so let's just calculate how. Oh, that's pretty simple actually. We will push back.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed.
Nose
Ready to
right.
connect.
And then we're just going to taxi all the way down. Delta 5, Delta 4. So all the way down Delta basically. Until Kilo. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's do it.
Ground to cockpit. Please, show me where you want to go.
So we're gonna go quite far back. We're gonna go about here. That should be
Belt connected.
perfect.
And bypass being inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Before start, we've done that. Okay, so we're good to go. So we can start with engine number 2. Everything is so dusty, guys. I haven't streamed in so long. We can wave goodbye to Barcelona for the time being. Let's just check our flight route here just to make sure everything's consistent. And then straight into LEPA. Looks good to me. Go to ARC. Okay, start with engine number 1. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. Good to see you, good to see you. It has been a while. After so long, yeah. So I was traveling for a bit, as I said at the beginning, and then I got quite sick. So I wasn't able to stream in like 2 weeks. And here we are trying to figure out how to fly a plane again. So this is going to be fun. So for today, we're flying from Barcelona to Palma de Mallorca. Quite a short and sweet flight. We've got a flight time of around 30 minutes. So short and sweet. Okay, everything seems good. I kind of like long pushbacks. They're quite cool. It's like you feel like you're being pushed quite a substantial amount, you know, to an independent location. It's actually quite cool. Okay, engines are on, which means we can actually go ahead and turn off the APU. Beacon is on, nav lights are on. Okay. How is it in Manchester? Manchester is very good. It's lovely. It's sunny. It's warm. So I mean, it's the 1st of August. So this is as good as the summer here in the UK is probably going to get. So we're just enjoying it. How are you doing? How have you been?
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Yes, sir. Not a problem.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
So, we'll do our after start checklist. 31 degrees at the moment. Wow. After start checklist. Anti-ice. Yeah, definitely not needed. Ecam status has been checked. Yeah, we're going to go through it just before taxi as well. It's actually quite rainy in Birmingham. Is it really raining in Birmingham? Wow. It's not definitely not raining here. Wow. And Birmingham's not that far from us, so you'd think we'd have the same weather, right?
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you very much, sir. That guy's always very positive. Okay, so our pitch room is 29.6. That should suffice. Rudder trim is neutral. That's the after start checklist complete. Let's go ahead and do our taxi checklist. So, flight control checks. Let's begin with our side stick. Why is this doing that again? It keeps getting caught on my watch. So, full left, center, full right, center, full forward, and full aft. That looks good. We've got rudders. We're going to go full left and center, full right and center. Okay. Kind of happy with that. We have a flaps 1 departure, so we're going to go ahead and do that now. It's crazy that it's raining in Birmingham, man. That's really weird. It's like quite warm and sunny here. Radar PWS. We'll go ahead and set that. This flight deck looks different in this livery, man. Do they mess with the cockpit as well? They must do, right? Engine mode select is normal. Ecam memo. Auto brake. Max. Spoilers. Armed. And then it's just the cabin and the takeoff configuration. Okay, let's go ahead and put on our taxi light and let's get a move on, guys. Let's go to Mallorca. Mallorca is a beautiful, beautiful airport. Really, you know, by the beach. It's just beautiful. You'll come back to live stream after some time. No problem, buddy. No worries at all. Here I am, just trying to remember how to do this. It has indeed been a while. Take off configuration. Let's see if everything is green, no blue. That's how we want to see it. So kilo, down to kilo. Keep her steady. It has been a while. want to keep it steady, keep it steady. There we go. Make sure the brakes work. Do the brakes work? Yes, they definitely work. Gonna cross this runway here. I'm curious to do a bit of a series, and before I get my gaming PC and transition to Microsoft Flight Simulator, while I'm still on Mac, I'm thinking of getting more hardware, specifically wing control hardware, like the tiller, the throttle, and eventually the overhead. The overhead might be a different beast altogether, but the other stuff, I'm just curious to see how much of it is compatible with Mac. And before I leave Mac and move over to Microsoft, I feel like I need to look after my Mac friends and kind of run all the tests for them so they don't have to, you know. And then we can see what works and what doesn't work. I already have a good idea of what doesn't work because I already ordered some things in the past. Specifically WingFlex products. They did not work with Mac. But wing control, I think we'll be fine with. I mean, the side stick works an absolute beauty. Okay, tap on the brakes here, tap on the brakes, take it easy. Gonna go to the end, just turn on our lights here, tap on the brakes again. Cabin crew, please take your seats for departure. Okay, 24 left. Everything is pretty much good to go, so we should be able to just roll out. We have informed the cabin crew, we have done all our just before we go out, just turn on our TCAS. Okay, everything else is sorted. Let's go, stabilize our engines. And manflex. And let's hope the simulator doesn't crash. Okay, and rotate. Keep it steady. We've got a positive rate. Gear is going up. Right, we'll let the autopilot take over. Here we are, leaving Barcelona. Barcelona. Keep an eye on everything here. Lever goes back down to climb. We're supposed to hear an announcement here, aren't we? Guys, don't forget to double tap that screen. It really helps the stream. And if you like aviation content, definitely subscribe to the channel. I am literally working on some really cool content as we speak. I've got a big filming day coming up next weekend. So if you guys like cool stuff, definitely subscribe. And the flaps up. Why is he making the announcement twice? Dude, you said it. You said it. It's fine. Beautiful day today, at least. I'm going to set that to standard. And our top of descent is not going to be that far at all. I mean, we've only got 126 nautical miles in total, so top of descent, top of climb, 2:15 local time, 2:15, which is in like 6 minutes. So let's go ahead and straight away start with putting our just inputting our arrival information. So we're arriving at Palma de Mallorca. That's fine. Let's go to weather. We're just going to put that in straight away. So destination data. The QNH is still 1014 in Mallorca. 1014. The temperature is 31 degrees Celsius. Winds, we have 230 degrees at 11 knots. And in terms of ILS Zulu runway, that's the chart that we need. And our decision altitude, let's go 250 just to be safe. Okay, that's all there. That's all good. I'm happy with that. Just looking at our missed approach information. So climb on runway heading to 420, to a heading of 420 degrees. Turn left, not before R193. Okay, follow R193, climbing to 3000. Contact ATC. Missed approach with lost comm. Okay, climb on runway heading, turn left, follow R193, climbing to 3000, turn left, and hold at MJV VOR. 193 is there. That's the hold. Basically, we come back in. So either way, our missed approach altitude is 3,000 feet. And that's, here's another thing I forgot to do. I forgot to disarm that. There we go. We've only got a flight time of half hour, so just enjoying the sea views. Like pretty much the entire flight is over the ocean. We are flying from Barcelona to Mallorca. And yeah, while we're here, I want to check out this cabin because I have not used this livery before. So this is really cool because it's all been done up. And I think it's pronounced Vueling Airlines, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it's called. And it's really cool because they've got like branded little compartments here. That's light coming through the window, which is a really cool little touch. Vueling, this is really cool. The forward galley here. Nice, sleek, modern. These don't open, fortunately. Looks cool though. And that doesn't work. Does look cool. It does look cool though. Yeah, that looks nice. Look at that cabin. Really cool. Let's check the rear galley. For some reason when I walk forward, I think like my legs get tired because I keep going down. Like even if I aim there, it still goes down. Why? What is going on? So here's the rear galley. We have two toilets back here. These don't open either. One there. One there. That's pretty cool. Lots of Vueling branded stuff back here. Seats for cabin crew. Looks good. Looks really cool. So, very, very short flight today. So we are... I think we're at top of descent in like 1 minute. Pretty much that is our top of descent. We just made it to our cruising altitude of 22,000 feet. And we're going to start descending now. Right, we're at 22,000. Let's... we're going to clear ourselves down to 3,000. We're not using ATC yet, but we are going to be using VATSIM very soon. 3,000, that should be good. And as soon as we reach that point, we can begin our descent. I forgot to turn off the fasten seatbelt signs. Go, guys, you can use the toilets very, very quickly. And I didn't turn the landing lights off either. I'm an excellent pilot, aren't I? Just spot on. No, strobe definitely stays on. Beacon. Yep. Okay. I haven't done this in over 2 weeks. And I've forgotten everything. Right. Top of descent has been reached. Let's begin. Right. We've begun our descent into Mallorca. This should be nice and scenic, hopefully. I mean, it's mainly water beneath us, but Mallorca is a really nice, cute island with nice airport. It feels like we're diving to the ground. Not terrible, but... That is a pretty desperate dive. Yeah, this livery is definitely messed around with the textures and the colours of the flight deck. This just looks... These colours look so... plasticky. Why did they do that? Even the switches feel... They don't look that great. Okay. I really like that cabin. That looks really cool. That's another reason why I want Microsoft Flight Simulator, because like it also, you can see the people sitting down and eating and chatting and reading magazines. It's just got that extra level of realism that this lacks. There are some plugins you can get, third-party plugins for X-Plane, but they're not compatible on Mac. Why are people not making things compatible for Mac? X-Plane is a native Mac simulator. Yes, you can get it on Windows and other operating systems, but it's predominantly a Mac thing. If you're going to make plugins for X-Plane, make them compatible for Mac. It's just it's a bit annoying. So there's an island that's appearing out of nowhere here, and that is indeed our destination. So we're at 14,000 feet. Already we're 59 miles out of our destination. So let me see, do I let the aircraft slow itself down? Obumu is the point basically where we're basically on final, and it wants me to reach that point at 218 knots. That just seems ridiculously fast. I'll let it do its own thing. It's just we're going to be lowering flaps up until we're literally hovering over the runway. It's going to be fun. Okay, a couple of checklists left. So our approach checklist. So Barrow Ref, we've set to 1014. We're at 13,000. Let's just go ahead and set that 1014. We're at 12,000 feet. We should probably put the seatbelts back on. And inform the cabin crew to prepare the cabin for landing. Minimums are set 250. Auto brake will go with low. Engine mode select is normal. Approach checklist is complete. And when we are fully configured, which is going to be somewhere above the runway at this stage, we will do our landing checklist. Yeah, for ages I always used to manage the speed kind of, well, manually. Obviously it was still through the autopilot panel, but I would manage the speeds that I'd want the aircraft to be at, and it just gave us so much more time, especially as we're not dealing with ATC, to approach the runway nice and stable and at a good speed. Whereas what I find is when I let the aircraft manage its own speed, it wants to go as fast as possible up until the last second, and it doesn't really give me time to lower flaps, lower the landing gear, prepare myself. It's like we're going at like 250 knots when we're like 10 miles out. It's a bit stressful. But I did it a couple of times, and then I'm still not used to it. But it's just a lot of things to do last minute, and it feels a bit unsafe. But we'll give it a shot again today, and we'll see. So here we are. We've reached Mallorca. Go ahead and turn on our lights because we are at 10,000 feet. Seatbelt signs are on, no smoking is on. Center tank fuel has been transferred. Good stuff. See, now we're doing about 250 knots. And we're 37 miles out. I mean, it looks great for X-plane standards. It looks great. I'm just trying to pretend I'm a passenger enjoying the views. So yeah, it looks great. Nice little beach down there. You can't really see it from there. There we go. See, because of the speed we're going at, I can't begin any configurations. .28 miles out. I tried. I'm just not having all the trust in the world here. I want us to slow down to 180 here. Slow down, plane. Deploy a little bit of speed brake. Go flaps 1. Let's see, do we trust it to let it do its thing again? Let's see if it's gonna play ball. 4,500 feet. Also, like, I don't want to leave it crazy late until I'm doing my landing checklist. I mean, it is obviously the last thing we do, but still. What is going on with that line? Can you see what's happening with that line? It's going crazy. Oh boy. Okay, flaps 2, right on the threshold. 15 miles out, we can go ahead and arm the approach. Why is that line being really weird? Because of that? That's fine. We've got 8 knot headwind. That's okay. That's not terrible. Right, we're at 180 knots. Starting to slow down a little bit. Okay, not too bad. Not too shabby. Okay, that didn't go terribly. It's okay. I'm not too dissatisfied with that. Let's go flaps 3. Okay, we can go flaps full, and we'll go gear down. That's us. From a distance, coming into land.
2,000.
Hey, I'm Memo. How you doing? Welcome. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. We're just about to land in Mallorca. Gonna remove that. Looks like a decent sized airport, Mallorca, you know, quite big. Looking good. Where are we? We're at 135. We are, I believe, fully configured. So, landing checklist. Let's do it. Go around altitude is set to 3,000. Yes, indeed. Yes. Cabin crew. Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing, please. ECAM memo. Landing no blue, which means landing gear is down, signs are on, cabin is ready, spoilers are armed, flaps are set, landing checklist is complete. Guys, I haven't done a live stream in over 2 weeks, and if any of you do any flight simulation, you will know that 2 weeks is enough to forget everything you knew about flying. So let's hope we don't crash. And my plane. A little bit off.
Above.
300.
Checked.
Minimum.
Continue. Bit high.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10.
5.
Let's tap on the brakes without. Okay. We're alive. So I'm assuming yeah, we can take a right here. It's quite a nice airport. Everything looks new. Someone said, I can't remember where, but I remember someone who knows what they're talking about, said that X-Plane default airports look better than Microsoft default airports. Is that accurate? Do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you have any experience in comparing the two? Yeah, we'll take this one, gate 82. We'll go back and analyze that landing and see how good or bad it was. No, 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 not yet. Not yet. Take it easy. Okay. We didn't turn on the APU, but it's okay because... Well, I was going to get the GPU connected, but... let's just do it. Let's turn it on. Chocks are on. We can unlock. Whoa. We can unlock the flight deck door now. Wave hello to everyone. Have to wait for it to boot up. I'm just waiting to kill the engine so we can get the numbers for today's flight. It's available. Excellent. Let's go. Okay, what are our numbers? Our landing rate is minus 177 feet per minute, which in my books is very good. Surprisingly so after so long of not flying, but let's go back and check that a few times, shall we? So, first angle is, let's do it from here. I'll take it. I'll take it. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Why is that on the screen? This has to, this is not even payware. This airport is default with an X-plane. Did they just do that to mess with us? That is so funny. Why is it the only screen? I can't even tell what that is, but that is hilarious. Is that what Spanish air traffic controllers do? They're watching movies while they're working. Anyone out there who can shed some light on this situation? Right, let's actually get back to what we're trying to do here and watch us land from here. Let's watch this landing. Nice bit of flare there. I did flare a touch too early, but it's okay because I didn't flare too much. So I slowed down the rate of descent, but I didn't like pull up too much. So it was just enough to give us a bit of a cushion. So I'm happy with that. I'm actually kind of happy with that. Let's view a couple more angles. That was butter. That was butter. After 2 weeks of not flying and having a landing like that, I'm happy. I I am happy. And I think I maintained the center line quite decently. Can we take a moment to appreciate like all of like the graphics, like what's happening here? Bear in mind we're an X-plane on a Mac Mini. That is amazing. I'm not unhappy with the center line. Yes, slightly off, but I think we fixed it quite quickly. I'm happy with that. We can do the belly view as well. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's do it from there. Yeah, that was good. Well, there we go. Awesome. I'm not unhappy with that. Let's go back to where we're parked. There we go. Well, that's that. Guys, thank you so much for joining. That concludes our stream for today. Sorry it's been a couple of weeks. As I mentioned, I was traveling and then I got sick. Hopefully I'm back on a roll now, and we've got a lot more flights to do together. But I am also working on long-form YouTube videos, which is where I really want to focus a lot of my energy on. So I'll be doing that in the background. I've got a big filming day next weekend for an amazing project I've been working on for months. So I'm excited about that. And also I will be starting a second channel focusing on Formula One simulator and training. And I'll be doing some races, and that's a journey that I'll be starting from scratch with like no experience. So that's a side thing. So there's a lot of content coming. If you guys like aviation, definitely subscribe to the channel. Double tap the screen if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, fly safe, and I'll catch you soon. Take care.